So, we all know artificial intelligence is going to completely change the world of work. But what does that future actually look like? Today, we're jumping into a really fascinating analysis from the World Economic Forum that lays out 4 totally different possibilities for all of us.
I mean, this is the question, right? It's on everybody's mind. Whether you're working in a factory, a design studio, or a hospital, we're all kind of wondering, what is this going to mean for me, for my career, for the skills I have? So let's see what the data tells us.
And look, this isn't just a gut feeling. A World Economic Forum survey found that more than half, 54%, of executives around the world think AI is going to displace jobs. That is a huge number. It really shows you how seriously the people in charge are taking this potential shakeup.
But here's the thing, and this is absolutely crucial. While change is definitely coming, the story isn't over. The future isn't set in stone. The WEF makes it super clear that our future isn't really about the tech itself. It's about us. It's about how we invest in people, how we upskill, how we train, and how we adapt.
Okay, this all sounds huge and complicated, right? So how do we even begin to wrap our heads around it? Well, the forum's analysis boils it all down to 2 key factors. 2 big forks in the road that are going to determine which path we all go down.
First, you've got the speed of AI development. Is it going to be this exponential runaway train of progress, or is it going to be a more gradual, step-by-step thing? And second, you've got us, workforce readiness. Are we, as a society, going to have the skills to keep up, or are we going to face a massive skills gap?
Okay, and this is where it gets really interesting. When you put those 2 factors together, when you see how they interact, boom, you get 4 very, very different and very plausible scenarios for what the world of work could look like in 2030. Let's take a look at each one.
All right, let's take a quick tour of 4 possible versions of the year 2030. Each one of these is a direct result of the choices we're making right now at those 2 crossroads we just talked about.
First up, the best-case scenario, supercharged progress. This is where insane AI breakthroughs are matched by a super-skilled and ready workforce. Productivity just skyrockets, innovation is everywhere. Yeah, old jobs go away, but new ones pop up fast, like these agent orchestrator roles. Think of it like being the conductor of an AI orchestra, telling all these smart systems what to do to solve really big problems.
But what if AI moves just as fast, but we aren't ready for it? Well, that takes us to a much darker future, the Age of Displacement. In this world, the economy makes these incredible leaps forward with technology, but it leaves millions and millions of people behind, creating this huge social and economic divide.
This scenario really lays out the risk. You've got businesses rushing to automate because they can't find people with the right skills, and that pushes workers out of jobs way faster than our education systems can possibly adapt. The result? You guessed it. Unemployment spikes, people stop spending money, and you get widespread social instability. It's a pretty bleak picture.
All right, let's check out a more pragmatic scenario. What if AI progress isn't that explosive rocket ship, but more of a steady climb? And what if we are ready for it? That gets us to the co-pilot economy. Here, the big idea isn't replacing people, it's augmenting them. It's all about using AI as this incredible tool to make us better at our jobs.
In this future, human-AI teams are the new normal. It's standard practice. All those early investments that companies and countries made in training and digital skills, they really, really pay off, completely reshaping industries and, honestly, just making work better for a lot of people.
And finally, we've got what might be the most frustrating scenario of all, stalled progress. In this world, AI keeps getting better, but because of a huge, persistent skills gap, we just can't take advantage of it. That promise of an AI-powered boom, it just fizzles out.
So, you've seen 4 pretty different futures. You might be thinking, how on earth do you plan for that? Well, this is where the report gets really practical. It pivots from just outlining the problems to giving us real, actionable solutions that work no matter which path we end up on.
The WEF calls these no-regret strategies, and I love that term. Basically, these are the smart plays, the moves that build you up and make you stronger, no matter what the future throws at you. They're the things you'll never regret doing.
And here are the big ones. You can see they're all about a few key ideas. First, making sure your tech plan and your people plan are the same plan. Second, really investing in that human-AI teamwork. And third, building a culture where people trust each other and never stop learning. It's all about being proactive instead of just reacting. If you only remember one thing from this whole breakdown, let it be this. Your technology strategy and your people strategy cannot live in separate worlds anymore. They have to grow together, side by side, in lockstep. Getting that alignment right is the key to everything else.
So, after touring all these possible futures and looking at the strategies to get through them, the spotlight turns. It moves from these big global scenarios right back to us and the choices that we are making every single day.
You know, we hear this story all the time, right? The narrative is always AI versus humans. It's this big battle. Machines are coming for our jobs. But according to this analysis, that's just the wrong way to look at it.
The real story isn't about conflict at all. It's about combination. The future is going to be decided by the very human choices we make, about training, about policy, about investment. It's about designing a world where we work with AI, not against it.
And that leaves us with this final, really powerful question. This isn't something to predict. It's something to decide. Every single policy we write, every skill we learn, every dollar we invest is an answer to this question. So it's not just which future are we building, it's which future do you want to build?